Sí, bro, ya sé.
Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Cat Monarch, and apparently today we are updating Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I mean, the plan is to eventually stream, and stream gameplay. However, it seems that I haven't logged into this for a few days, and yeah, as a result I guess there is a 4GB update to get through. Most of the way through, shouldn't be too long now, but if you want to just chat, then I guess now's a good time to do it, free from distractions. Hope you've all been well, hope you've all been having a good time. I know I've been a little bit inconsistent with streams lately, and that is just life, long story short. Various bits between spending time with friends, family, and just like tech issues. Also, it is a good 25 degrees outside, and so it is a little bit more difficult to commit to a stream than just a gaming session. Like, I can close the stream whenever I want and stop, but it feels a lot easier to just end a gaming session. It's beautiful weather. It's also sweltering. As for, I guess, what's in this new update, we've got, what, two new tactical tri-decks. We've got a new pack. The tactical tri-decks have their own, like, solo mode gates. There's the survey, which we haven't done. I've done it on my main account, but not on this one. I saved a copy-paste, so I think I'll probably just, use that. Because I realised that a lot of my survey answers are probably pretty inconsistent. I guess I can take off the starting soon so you guys can see where it actually is at. But yeah, what else do we have? I mean, there's new accessories, as like there nearly always is. There's a new event coming up. That's going to be cool. There we go, that's probably... It might be a bit quiet, but it's reasonable. As for what's been happening outside of Master Duel lately for me, I mean, I have been playing a little bit of Master Duel, but mainly to help Joe test out, or to come up with decks for a mirror format. And so I've been very much looking at, like, NR Master Duel cards for the most part, because it wants to be a format that's cheap and affordable. So far I've come up with a myriad of things, but the best one out of the gate was still the first one, which myself and two other people put together and actually had some testing before it just got, launched. And that was a low rarity Monarch deck, which has had a couple small changes made to it, but overall was pretty decent. What else has happened? Been ever slowly reading my book. Family decided to start a rewatch of the Harry Potter series after John started watching Philosopher's Stone on his laptop. Then Mum saw him doing that and said, why don't you watch it on the TV downstairs with us? And so they did that, and I joined them for like the second half of Philosopher's Stone. And we're continuing the rewatch very slowly. Well, it's not that slowly. I only started it last week and we're, through 1 through and 3. I said 1 through and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And in all likelihood, 4 will be either tomorrow or day after. And after 4, that is basically half of it anyway, because it is an 8-part series. I don't know in terms of quantitative time measurement whether it's halfway. it's not something that I've gone back to and watched a lot, so there are things that I'm picking up on this viewing that I didn't pick up on, other viewings. Maybe the other viewing. And there are also just bits that I appreciate more after coming back to them later. In terms of gaming, yeah, Elden Ring. Surprise, surprise. A friend's taking a little bit of a break. He just needs to do other bits for a little while. So we haven't progressed for a little bit now, but I've done some solo exploration, found a new cave or dungeon, another boss, another one of those Bell Hunter Knights, and a few other bits and pieces, like some beetles that are rolling around and what have you. It's still very fun to just explore, even if it is by lonesome, because there's so much to find, there's so much to do. Gems, and then waiting for the month reset and ranking down again. Because I'm pretty sure if you play through, let's see, you get 200 gems for your rank up, and then you get 100 for every other rank up. So, let's say it's just silver. That's 100 for silver 5 into 4, 100 for 4 into 3, 100 for 3 into 2, 100 for 2 into 1, that's 400, 600 total with your rank up into gold 5, and then 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1. Yeah, you can get 1,000 gems by just going through 2 ranks. And to be fair, I don't need that many gems most of the time. I'm a little short of, all the UR does to finish every deck that that I want to complete. But I think that's most of us, really, isn't it? Oh, come on, you're so close. Don't slow down now. Apologies that this start is quite so long. I kind of forgot that this 4 gig update existed. Which sounds weird, but you know, if you've got 2 accounts, you don't really use it all that often. Oh yeah, went to... what else have I done? I puzzled with a friend on Sunday, yesterday. Which means over the course of 2 weekends I've helped complete 2 500-piece puzzles. They are now ready for the event, whenever we actually manage to get around to that, organise it. Which I'm looking forward to. It's getting ever closer to my birthday, and, you know, people are coming up who are wondering if there are plans. I don't know. I've got time off around my birthday. Like, I've got the Thursday through Tuesday, and my birthday falls on a Saturday in between. Which means I can get in, like, 2 mega stream days, if I want to, if that's what I feel like. Which I think I probably will, but, we'll see close to the time. Trying to work out when people are free to hang out is, you know, a bit difficult at the moment. But of course that means you've got to take opportunity where you can. We'll get there. Eventually. Boost this a little bit. Hold on. That's quieter. It's the wrong way. That's where it was. That's a bit louder. Something for the background that isn't the Master Duel music while this goes on. And last we left off, we were actually trying some different decks out. And the current one is zombies, generally. Although it's more accurate to call it vampires, because that's what we have the most of. We've still got a few duels to do with this one. Because I remember we dueled with the water deck a good few times. It kind of started out decently, and then very quickly fell off after that. And the generator deck we have feels very much that it could be good, if not for the ever-present Ash Blossom that seemed to slow us down. Hello, we have someone in chat for the first time. How do? Is one well? Is one enjoying the music? Enjoying the update screen? Things are going okay. I kind of forgot about this 4 GB update to the game, and as a result, this stream is a little bit slow to start, but we'll get there eventually. How about you? How are things going? That reply does not inspire non-bot confidence. At least the game is picking up speed. We've already been here for 17 minutes. Okay, it is actually nearly done. We're nearly ready to get into things. August last year? Longer than that? I don't know. Might be longer. Or maybe it was just August was when I started this, and I can't remember if I started streaming it later afterward. Anyway, game update. Sweet. Which means... this one's over in about a minute anyway. So let's just... oh, geez. Oh, geez, the notifications. Let's close these all out. Because red exclamation marks, right? The survey. I'll quickly do the copy-paste answers in a minute. Let me just close out all these. And then that gives us 10 legacy packs that we can open after a win. Customization of my channel, but it is slow for me to work on a profile, but it's getting going. I'll leave that one there for a moment. And haven't claimed all these. Let's do that. Like, I have a banner in the in progress. Very much in progress, but it counts. Right, let's go back to the volume mixer and put mass tool up a little bit. There we go. It's back. The in-game music. Have I thought about... Yeah, I am customizing it currently. In terms of, like, animated screens and overlays, no, I haven't thought about that, but that's because I just want to get the simples done. And after I get the simples done, then I can work on the others. Solo mode, because we're not doing any of this. If we just clear these, though. The offer is very kind, but you're like one of 11, 12 people already who's asked. I don't want to get your hopes up unnecessarily, so it's probably best I just say no. As much as I'm sure your work is nice, I've already had like another 12 or so people ask. And I am working on it myself anyway, so it will be getting done. Eventually. I do like some of these new accessories. More secret packs. We can't... oh wait, I think we can... Yeah, we can clear the notifications from them. Okay. And this one. And this one. That clear it out. That clears it out. Okay, survey. For 10 legacy tickets. Right, let's find our copy-paste. Because, yeah, I created a copy-paste for this because I realized that my answers were different, like, time after time. You enjoying dueling? On this one? Sure, kind of. What do you think of the duel controls? Fine. Future updates. Control-C. Control-V. Next one. In this one, I do play ranked the most. Then, are you enjoying solo mode? Yes. Are you enjoying ranked? Sure. What do you think about each of the duel modes? Right, that is this one. Yes. Copy paste this. And copy paste this. Do you like the deck editor? It's a really weird grading. I'm having fun. I'm not having fun for the deck edit. So-so. But it could be improved because you can't see your whole collection. Like, there is no simple way to view every card you have. In a card game, you know, collectible card game. Let's see. Oh yeah, and this is quality of life. Like, these say you have, like, a 500 character limit. They don't tell you how many characters you've used. Overall satisfaction, we'll say positive. New cards. The deck edit functions, solo mode, tournaments, events, duel room features. Yeah. And there we go. Survey answered. Quick copy paste. And close that. And that's 10 whole legacy tickets. Which means after much time, we're actually ready to get back into this. And yeah, as I was saying, this is the current deck we're running. We are running zombies, kind of vampires, really. And I made a couple misplays last time. I haven't practiced any with the deck, but hopefully we're going to play a little bit better. Let's get into it. I guess that is a nice little visual they've added. We get to choose. Let's take first. Let's mute this. Do full playlist and shuffle again, because it's nice to have something that you can just put on while you go absentee for a moment. Hand's okay. So let's start with play of all time. Summon Fenrir, defense position. During your main phase, quick effect, target zombie monster in your graveyard. Special summon that monster, but banish it when it leaves the field. Then banish this face-up card when it leaves. Yeah, let's do this. We'll jack for jack, so we have these in circulation. And then let's set this one. It's not much. But it's something. It gives us a deterrent for monster effects, 3 bodies, and a search. Most likely a search. 9 card extra, 41 card main. Oh, that could actually be one of the it's not a tactical dry deck. Let them do that. Tribute to Cyburst, target 1 card on the field, destroy it. Oh, you do get a target. They targeted the face down. I don't think they know what Fenrir does. We're going to do that. We don't use Fenrir's effect because they don't control the card. Let's add this one, I think. Samurai Skull's a pretty good add. Foolish Burial on summon, we'll take that. Now, they've used their normal summon. Sure. I could probably jack for jack here. You know what, let's try it. Face up defense. This guy banishes. And then we can use... it's only a hard once. Okay. But then basically Jack can reset himself. We have material for an XC7, I've just realised. It's still in defense position. That's a link. It's not destroyed by card effect. And it's not link summons using the same name, so that's not relevant. That is relevant. And now you just Fenrir and banish the monster. And that kind of does it. Because you've used your normal summon. And from what I can tell, the rest of your hand seems a bit mid. Yep, this comes back. Do we just have lethal? There's no way we just have lethal, right? During opponent's main phase. Okay. Let's see. We can make an 8 synchro. What can we make? This or this. There's no link in the grave, so I guess it's not worth it. How much is this? 71. What can we send to the graveyard? Well, this card is in your graveyard. I don't think we can get any of these out of the graveyard right now. So, for the moment, I think we probably just get... Vampire Lord, because he'll come back. No. This one. We'll just say this one. It doesn't particularly matter. And, yeah, just go battle here. Attacking for 15. 15. Yeah, despite the fact that we've only got 2 Jack, it does mean that we can get to rank 7s kind of easy. Like, if we had a 7 here, that'd be crazy. As it is, attack level 5 or higher zombie that is banished from your graveyard, place this in your spell trap zone. If you do, special that. Okay, maybe that should have been taken into account. But we can do that with this one and this one, I believe. Yeah. And we could special summon this. Oh wait, no, we could just special summon this again. Put this one, we'll put it back here. Face up defense. And then this comes out. Face up defense, I think. Okay, maybe the wrong one. But we do have a rank 6 next turn. They're on 900. They have to fight through a Fenrir. Let's put it that way. So yeah, we can use this Jack to bring something back. So yeah, I think that, I mean, this isn't a particularly challenging test run, let's put it that way. If we had sequenced things smarter, would we have had lethal? No, because the difference between this and... oh wait. 26. So we have a... I don't think we have a zombie in deck with 26. We have like 24 at best. Yeah. Normal summon to your field. Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it? No, we still would have been short anyway, but that's interesting. Okay, and knowing what we do about the deck, do we need to make changes to it? Let's have a quick look. We've got 6s in here and a 5. I like the 6s. What level tuner do we need again? We need a 4 to pair with this. That's available. We need a 5 to pair with this, which is a little bit unreasonable, actually. But we're kind of doing it to pair with this. We haven't summoned him in an eternity. We've only summoned this a couple of times, granted, but this might be something. Oops. Did I turn my mic on? I did. Sorry, I've dropped you. Yeah. Anyway. So, this might be something we can actually cut due to its specificity. What 8 synchros do we have? This is a good 7. It is spell trap removal. Let's have a quick look at synchro 7 and 8s that we have in our collection. Because this is new and pretty good. This is good but not new. That one's removal, but it leaves immediately if we use it. That requires fiends, we're on zombies. This... Oh, this is generic. Huh. If you would take effect damage. I don't think anything here makes us take effect damage. Everything is pay. So, unfortunately, that doesn't really work. This requires worms. That requires dragons, specifically. Is it really just back to fish? It might be. Not that there's anything wrong with the fish, it's just... I don't know, maybe I thought we had more options. This is good as a 10 that's a dark, in case we're stuck with like this and Magma or something similar. That's just a good 10, good 11, the best 12, at least the best one we have. Ptolemy is not a quick effect, but it is compulse. This is a quick effect, and one card in your opponent's grave, which isn't ideal. It's kind of graveyard theft going on. I think we leave it for the moment. Maybe we find something in the packs we can pull, but I think we leave the deck just for this second. And you know what? Let's treat ourselves to our 10 legacy tickets for doing the survey and continuing to play this game on 2 accounts. That doesn't look promising. Great Emperor Penguin. It's a really good card for penguins. But that's about it. Let's see. Fluffle Angel. I don't think we have the Fluffles. That's an instant fusion target. That one is a spirit that I've never seen before. I have seen that and know it's bad. Yeah, okay. Allure Queen, Flintlock. Oh, it's Radius adjacent, isn't it? I really need to find a solid, suitable place for you all to sit. Twin Shield Defender. Certainly a guy. Cyber stuff. Amorphage Greed. That's not our first copy, I don't think, but we haven't played him in forever for good reason. Normal monster, normal monster, normal monster, normal monster. Cost down, okay. Yeah, for some reason I don't think any of that's particularly worth it, but we tried anyway. Right, let's see what the Master Pack will give us. Okay. TG close. We need to control a TG, but it is a counter trap negate. That's interesting. Trickstar. Okay. Galaxy Zero, Darlington Cobra. Yeah, a lot of duplicates, as seems to be the norm at the moment. Right. Excuse me for a moment, I will be right back. Just have to pop the lure. And we're back. Jump scare. Right. Where were we? Bring back the background music. Realise that none of our pulls actually made a difference to our current version of the deck, and keep running with it. That's where we were at. For the sake of my own temperature regulation. No top. Do you think they play Master Duel? Do you think? We do genuinely have a really good indication of people who routinely play Master Duel now. Being those various titles and such. The hand exists. It's not great for us, especially when the opponent's on Mekanko. But, I don't really know why they're going first with it. That one's a light, but I think the rest of them are different attributes. It's a continuous effect, it's not an activated effect. That's the issue with this. What can we do? It's constructed Mekanko. Is it constructed Mekanko? Is this one of the updated packs? Because they did a few updates recently to some of the packs. Like Super Heavy got an update. Okay. They have a lot of things. But what if we told them we just don't have the damage on board, right? Like, what if we just set 1, set 2, not even summon Fenrir, just call it a day. Good luck inflicting battle damage. Okay. That's fine. Okay. First spell effect. That's fine. I'm not currently using a spell effect. Okay. Now, granted, they're not going to attack if there is no attack target. So, to an extent, this is kind of useless, but there's a chance that they just summon something to our side of the field. I don't know what the Majesty Pegasus is doing here. I don't understand this. It's fairly standard Mekanko, it's just, you know. What's that doing there? And are they going to do anything? There's a chance they just don't. Okay. Who you equip to? That one. So that gets returned. This dies. You summon out this one. I do want to know what their game plan is if I don't summon a guy with attack points. Like, what if I do just, like, summon the seed to block battle damage this one time, and then put him in the back row? As it is, they are currently targetable, but they have the green one in hand, so that might change very quickly. And putting a monster on the field possibly just gives them away to Kaiju. Cannot be targeted, yeah. Which prevents Anima. That's the real problem. Less than or equal to that monster. But the thing is, they can't be destroyed either. Sure, make a 3. Xyz Armor Torpedo. Okay. You're doing the Armored Xyz package. Go for it. I do need to actually read what this guy does. Attach one monster your opponent controls, okay. Yeah, that's fine. This is the only light monster you've got in rotation, so there's no point flipping this up. That goes into the 5. 5 detached, add an armored Xyz. Yep. Here comes the trap. No, the spell of... Oh yeah, of course it's the spell. But yeah, then you rank up. And then what, you're going to use the spell right now? Yes, you are. Though I don't control an equip, so... Or I don't control a monster, so it doesn't really do much. Not right now, anyway. Yep, go for it. Oh, it's not even a hard once. That's kind of neat. But yeah, I can stop myself from taking 31 here, put the thing in the spell trap zone so they still don't have a monster. I guess we see how this goes. Place your bets, people. Mekanko winning just because of Mekanko, or getting bored because I summoned Seed. I think they probably just win. You know what? Now it's funny. Let's do it. Bye. Mind you, that's the only activated effect here. I believe this one's continuous, so... if I summoned a monster with attack, they could still just hit it. Link 2. SP. Type 1 card on the field or in the graveyard. Are you going to get rid of the light imprisoning mirror? No. Oh, I can't... Ah, okay. It can make a second attack in a row. Yeah. Now, you can do something right now. Alright. Let's see. Cancel, but chain on. And then on resolution, I can just use the graveyard effect. Congrats, you played yourself. One. 2. And they can't have the thing that equips him during the battle phase. Yeah, they don't have that. Sure. I'm okay with that. You can negate one of them. You can negate both of them. Why can you just do that? Let's do this then. Banish this. We've already used Ash Blossom, so let's put that in defense. Imperm, Imperm. We get this search to go through. Because they've already used Ash Blossom, they control cards, so they can't use another Imperm. Yeah, they care about level 1s, which is smart. It's just annoying. Yeah, and then they get to equip it right here, which means they can equip this now. It's fine. The problem is they're now back on... They've still got Mekanko things to follow up with, right? That's the issue. Like, we blocked death. And that's about it. Anyway, add Destrudo. Right, so we've got options. But I believe the correct option is simple. It is battle phase, it is summon this and attack into this first. And do nothing else. Let that happen. Main 2. Normal this. Activate this. Target this. Summon in defense. What do? Target a face up, send a vampire, target a vampire. We don't have a vampire. Sure, we want to do this now. And we want to make Fenrir a different level for the sake of argument. We will send... Does it matter? No. We'll send this. You're now a level 5. Congratulations, you're an honorary member. Okay. This can be destroyed. Or is it this? If the equipped monster is an exceeds monster, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Okay. So that's still fine. It's not ideal, but we could work with it. So we do this. Do you have Banished Light or Dark? You do. Target this. Target... It's either target this or target this, but I think we go for this one. And it is the Mekanko card, so I think that was correct, actually. No, it wasn't. Don't want face-up cards your opponent controls. Equip that face-up monster to one Mekanko. Oh, no. Okay. Anyway. Banish this from your graveyard, special summon one of your Mekanko. Right. Why can't I... Oh, because you weren't summoned properly? Oh, that sucks. We are possibly just done. Because I didn't recognize that. Yep. Fenrir. I mean, I think we're just dead on board, aren't we? Yeah. We fought hard, but it's Mekanko. What do you want from me? They outed the idea, like, they just had double imperm for both cubic seeds. That's, you know. What am I supposed to do with that? This person doesn't look like they play a lot of Master Duel. Judging from their titles. Maybe their deck is, you know, one of a good Yu-Gi-Oh player. Maybe they know exactly what they're doing with the game. But for the moment, this is an awful hand. Type 1 vampire, send 1. Yeah, okay, so it seems that we're doing Deep Grave and Hope I Don't Die against what looks to be a standard deck. We gotta give this deck its fair tries. Put up an okay fight against Mekanko. But that kind of was the generics, which is unfortunate. Armed Dragon. Okay, so this is a pile. This is someone who is new to the game. That's fine. What can we do with this? We can make an 11. We can make an 11 that does piercing, or a 12 that does piercing. We can't, because they have just banished that one. We can make an 11 that does piercing. That's fine. On the other hand, this does mean I've got no idea what their spell traps could be. They could be just about anything in the game. They've obviously got a couple Raid Raptor cards. And a couple Armed Dragon. Right. Draw phase. Another Desire. That's really unfortunate. Let's get this. Do that. Do you have to discard a card? You just discard any old card. Normal summon. Right. Win button, as far as I can tell. No summon animation. For this big old boy right here? Seriously? What have you got? You've got Terrors of the Overroot for my fucking Star Eater. I mean, I did just synchro summon it. Yeah, I'll continue the main phase. For the sake of getting one in there, we'll pitch this. We now have a Vampire in the Grave if we get into a normal summon next turn. But yeah, they get to inflict some battle damage to me, but I can get the Star Eater. Must be synchro summoned. Okay, I can't get the Star Eater back. But I can get something else back. I don't think the rest of what they're doing is particularly noteworthy. So we should be good. Like, we're not dead, surely. They've got 2 Armed Dragons in the grave, a Raid Raptor in hand, and 3 Unknowns. I think we're pretty set. Depends a little bit what this face down is, I guess. This is a hard once, isn't it? Yeah. Hard once and one of the 2 effects. So we could get back this, use Desire to get back the other one. I mean, it doesn't really matter, you get back one of them either way. Yeah, sure. 1500 beats. Yep, 1500 beats. Does kind of tick me off that they actually took that Star Eater out from under me, because they have a card that I haven't seen played since Labyrinth played it once upon a time, and they've stopped playing it. Right, we can take their 24, I guess. What does this do? And what about you? Yeah, let's bring this guy back, actually. Apply the effect, bring you out. And we'll do that. And we'll call Trap, because I don't want to know what traps you could have in store for me. You don't have anything that can banish this. Yeah, because we've got a Sea Serpent and a Dragon, and you can't take the Dragon. This is a zombie, so we're fine. Yeah, go for it. Their traps are actually kind of scary. Right, so we send a vampire to the grave this turn. Or they just quit. They just know they're behind. I'm curious about what the rest of their deck looked like, because I don't think it was anything great. Yeah, this is a very, very new player. Those certainly are some cards. And I guess it would have been better to call Spell? I don't really know. Unimportant. We won it relatively easily. So, you know what that gives us? It gives us 1 Master Pack. And we're very nearly at the point where we get to open 2 per win. With a good chunk of the month left to go, actually. Okay, we get a special card. Get another Bujin, another Armed Dragon card. One of the Sky Striker Aces. Fluffle Octopus is decent. We keep getting Kawaki Miru support. Target a Fluffle or an Edge Imp. Nope, okay, I thought it was better than that. That's our 2nd one. Are you kidding me? The duplicates don't cease. We get duplicates of just cards we can't play. Cards which are so extremely specific. Right, so yeah, we win this duel. That's still at 1 pack. And then it's the duel after. The victory after this one, basically. Right, 46 and 15. We have cards. Ballpark. They have Ballpark. Cool. This card needs to be in the graveyard first, right? When, while. Okay, so discards for cost, right? Yeah, let's try it. Discard. I don't think it works like that. I'm pretty sure that, you know, it doesn't get a trigger. But, oh, it does. That's funny. You special summon from this. I mean, you know, I'll take the free Xyz material. Let's see. With a different level. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. So what we'll do is we'll summon this. We'll do this. And we'll change you to a 6 just for the turn. We're going to send Baron. And I could have sent something else, but this is funnier, I think. Let's do you and you. Decide. Yeah. Now, this probably isn't going to do anything, so we just simply go battle here. 1200 in. Send a level 4 or lower insect, then you can special with a number of the same name. Oh, it's all the same effect, which means that we don't really get the chance to do anything with it. Sure, we'll take this one out. And that's interesting. 100 attack defense for each card in your opponent's grave. Okay, so main 2. What do we have in grave? We have Red Baron in grave. And what can we summon out? Oh wait, hold on. Target one of your level 5 high monsters banished in your grave. Place this in your spell trap zone. Are you a zombie? You're a zombie. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put you in this one. And then let's target this. Put you back there. Summon you in face-up defense. And then one effect. Oh, this card is a continuous spell. Oh, it's level 5. This is a rank. Of course. End turn. If a monster you control is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon an insect normal from your grave. Okay. So they are actually playing Ballpark. They are playing insects. Hello there. If this card is in your hand and you equip it to this card, Sure, we'll do this, I guess. And we're going to get, if this called Card Destroyer, okay, we'll just bring this out for the sake of argument. Opponent's graveyard, exactly. That is unfortunate. We'll say over here. We're doing okay. We've done better, but it's a very early, like, it's still, as much as we've been going for an hour, we were updating for a good chunk of that hour. Okay. Like, the first 20 minutes of the stream, 25 minutes with, like, the Master Duel update, which I'd kind of forgotten about. Pyramid Turtle, yeah. We're on the zombie version of our deck. Which is mainly vampires, really. This poses a problem. I don't really know. I probably needed to do something like that. What if I stole it instead? What if we did that and took this instead? I've realised I probably should have used that, we'll do face-up attack. So they can't clear everything, but yeah, we probably should have put the Grace in the grave sooner, because then they would have had a chance to trigger and summon again. As it is, we get this back next turn. Oh, and because this comes back next turn, is that a special summon? Until the end phase. And it comes back this turn. Okay. Yeah, sure. Send a level 4 or lower. So they're sending Gokipole. Oh, no, don't send Gokipole. Gokipole is how your deck works. Don't do that. That's not fun. But you didn't add a normal monster. That's the wrong move. You're supposed to add a normal monster and wipe my field. You're getting this wrong. This card can attack again in a row, which means you can ballpark again? No. And what about you? Target a zombie in either graveyard special. Okay. And you just put it on the field, okay. Kind of need to get rid of ballpark. Right, we've got another Pyramid Turtle. They've got a ballpark. We can... With attack less than or equal to, I can clear the token. Let's see. When a level 5 or higher is special summoned to your field by the effect of a zombie, it needs to be by the effect of a zombie, which isn't happening. So, do we have a rank 4? We don't have a rank 4. We have Link 2s. Do we have an out to the field spell? I don't think we do. Like, I can pop one card. For the moment, it is, I think, set this, activate this, target you, and just... I don't think we want to give them the advantage. Why can't this be popped? Huh. We've got to get 28. We got to get over 28. I should have summoned this in attack. Banished itself. Changed this. Destroy it. Okay. You learn. We'll set this as bait. Summon another token. That's okay. Kinda has to be, but it's okay. The Baron is gone. Let's see. I don't really know what we want to tag out for. We kind of want to keep... I mean, do we want to tag out? Yeah, we want to tag out for the Wallow. each card in your opponent's graveyard. That pumps everything by 300. It's not loads, but it's something. That's a link to Pico, Picfolina. Yeah, the name is maybe misleading, I guess. I haven't really you know what? That is something. I haven't really thought about the fact that I could probably, like, purely Monarch is technically a, purely Pearly, whichever you want to call it. Purely. But Pearly Monarch is probably as close as I can get to a deck that matches my name. Unless I want to play Lunar Lights. And I don't particularly want to play Lunar Lights. That's not great. No, what your, those are your favourite decks? What, Lunar Lights or the above mentioned? The Pearly Melfi Monarch or the Lunar Lights? Pearly as well as Monarch. I do... The thing is, Monarch is part of the name because, yeah, I have a soft spot for Yu-Gi-Oh! Monarchs. It's how I got into the TCG, because I started getting singles from a shop where they were cheap, and would you know it, a lot of the Monarch cards were cheap because it was just commons. And then I got a few copies of the structure deck and things gone from there. There's a little bit in between that, but yeah, that's how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! in the TCG sense. So I have a very soft spot for it. I love them. As for Pearly, not so much. It's nothing about the players, it's just, like, the deck annoys me to a degree. Every deck does something unfair. And, yeah, that is just kind of how Yu-Gi-Oh! Plays. But I don't know, it always feels like Pearly is unbeatable when I'm sitting across the table from it. It's either unbeatable or it loses to a kaiju, and there isn't an in-between. Well, this isn't great. Just so it's off the field, we're gonna get this guy in. You've already got 2 cards in grave. I mean, it makes sense, right? Monarchs are a very easy deck to, you know, just start as with basics. Like, you don't need the extra deck, it uses normal summons, it uses tribute summons, which is basically normal summons too. Yeah, you know what? That might do it. That might clear my board. Although, this is going to help out supremely. The Pico can't clear it, so I guess they'll take some battle damage. No, of course they won't. Send the Paranoid. I know that's a good card, I don't... Right. Now, they probably won't attack into it, but this is where this guy is great. Are you playing older or newer decks? In TCG, newer. In Master Duel, this is a challenge, so it's a hodgepodge of everything. And in Master Duel, like... In Master Duel, like, the ones that I play on my main account are, like, from the past 5 years or so, I'd guess. Well, I have a zombie with 0 attack. What decks are you playing in Master Duel as well as in TCG? My go-to in both Master Duel and TCG is like a comfort pick, if you want to call it that, is Trap Monster Uriah. Uriah being like one of the GX like God card retrains, if you want to call it that, the Sacred Beast. because the structure deck came out in 2021? 2019? No. 2020 or 2021. And I've just, like, I've loved every second of it. You can target a dark vampire in your grave. That's unfortunate. Right, so we need to get enough attack to clear this. I will get back to you once I work out a strategy on how I clear this. Although, I think I just attack him with this, right? Flower Guardian. Ooh, that's certainly a deck. Right. The thing is, we take too much battle damage from this, so I have to do this first. I don't like doing this. But give me that. Then main 2. What do we have? It is a real anime deck. People don't often think of it as such, but it is a real anime deck. This is until the end of the turn. I need one more monster on the field. So I believe the way we do it is this. Do that. Effect. Bring out this. Use this. We're going to call traps, because if anyone has traps in their deck, it's a good trap. If they don't have traps in their deck, sure. Right, special summon using you and you. There's banned in the duel trial where only anime decks were legal. I will say one thing. Flower Guardian is one of those that is just like, it's powerful. Like, it is really strong. Bye-bye. What do you have? Special summon an insect normal from grave. Okay, that's gonna have to be okay. That's fine. Their turn. But yeah, like, I watched Arc V a little while ago now, but I was pleasantly surprised to find out it's an anime deck. But like, Flower Guardian is just hype. It's a little boring to watch, like in TCG and in Master Duel, because it is just like an entirely different card game. But it, like, in the anime, it is an awesome deck. Greater Poly. I'm scared. Oh, I know why I should be scared. Destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. I think we just pick a turtle. We need something. Because I believe this is going to be a field nuke. Right? It requires 3 or more. They've got 3 insects. Oh wait, they can do from hand. Is it the Bee Trooper? Ultra Bee Trooper, Absolute Hercules. Great. This was the correct pick. Turtle was the correct pick. Yeah, Flower Guardians go insane, and it's a joy to watch them half the time. Oh, we're just dead, aren't we? We are just dead. Turns out we cannot beat Ballpark if we don't clear Ballpark. Among Us. You know what? That'll do it. You have the game, good sir. Here's me saying that this was just going to be a win. Acting like the vampire deck was just going to get 2 wins in a row, you know? Not a chance. But what else do I play? Also in TCG, in terms of like newer decks that I've been on, Valmonica and Goblin Bikers. Those are so fun, the pair of them. I love them. I haven't picked up anything like super recently. I've actually taken kind of like an unintended break from TCG. Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I've taken an unintentional break from TCG where I just kind of like... I didn't go to locals, and then I just kind of like didn't go back, and I just haven't been to locals for a good time. Which, I kind of want to go. I hate Valmonica, that's why I always wanted to play it too. Valmonica is fun. It is such a cool deck. It's well designed. It's not the best deck, not by a, like, nowhere near the best deck. But it is fun. I love it. Right, I think we're gonna set and pass. We get a search. We have Magnamut, which can banish the Goblin Zombie after it leaves the field if they summon a monster. If the sleeves are accurate, then they won't be summoning monsters, probably. But no, Valmonica is hella fun. I love it. I didn't originally think about it at all when it came out, but I was trying to get Centurion at the time from the deck build pack that it came out in the TCG. And I didn't actually end up getting most of the Centurion stuff, but I did end up pulling like a few Valmonica cards here or there. So I decided to look at the Valmonica cards, see if they like were of any interest to me whatsoever, and it's just like, you know what, these effects look kind of cool. Is the deck particularly expensive? And by and large, no, the deck isn't expensive. There's like a couple bits from it that increase the price, but not much. Does this have to be special summoned? It does have to be special summoned. What if we just flip? And we just... What if we just mill? 1 card. And yeah, I hate Centurion too. It's super heavy. Oh dear. What can I do to prevent this? I can normal summon this. It needs to target a monster. Oh dear. They have a card that does like to change battle position for its effect. That's the best I've got. If it's proper super heavy, I am screwed. If it's combo super heavy, like everyone else likes to play it, then there's a chance that this is still fine. But yeah, Centurion is not one of my, not one of those decks I like. It had like, there are so many of these decks that have a chance to be played in a cool, unique, interesting way. And they just don't get played that way. Like, Centurion are really, like, you know the main gimmick is that they put themselves in the back row as continuous traps, right? Well, that means they synergize with a whole bunch of trap monster support. That means you could play Statue of Anguish pattern in Centurion for, like, ungodly amounts of removal. You could play the... they're just... Oh, it's just a bot and they're just passing. I think, you know what, we might be okay. Let's just normal summon. It keeps going back to them, I guess, like, they have things. Sure, this closes out lethal, I'm pretty sure, so let's just do it. And And just double check. It's 61. I don't know what I do to change that. I don't think I can. Well, just start swinging. Mill a card. Let's see what else your deck contains. It is Centurion. It is Centurion super heavy, I guess. We want to get rid of this, and we want to get rid of this, just temporarily. I played a lot of decks at one point. I just started combining all of them. Now I ended up with a Ritual Beast Raid Raptor pile. That seems very interesting. I don't think it's optimal, but it does seem interesting. But yeah, Centurion could have played with, like, all the Trap Monsters support, you know? They could have been playing with, like, Magical Planter as draw power, but, you know, that's not particularly great. And they don't do any of that, because it's just Synchro spam, and make Crimson Dragon, and cheat out Omni Negates. Which is, hilarious. I'm definitely not tired of seeing it. I haven't really seen Valmonica abuse. I've seen Valmonica make Baguska. And, okay, Baguska's not fun. But, like, Baguska's not the hardest thing to out. There are much worse things to try and deal with. But playing Valmonica Pure is really fun. Like, I don't know, I just like the thematics of it. You can do life point things. It's a deck in which, like, Ghost Sister Spooky Dogwood is actually good. Which is, you know, always a rarity. They're just passing. Are they AFK or just don't care? Sure, resolve this. Resolve this. I'll combine every deck I have and Branded. Just don't see the synergy. Except Tyr and Branded. Okay. The synergy between Tyr and Branded is Fusion Summon. Lol. Well, we got a win. From someone who clearly was, like, present and not doing anything. Which is, insane. Because I'm pretty sure if they started doing anything, we were just dead, right? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, if they played the game, we didn't win. And yeah, once again, the VIP cheat out them Omni Negates. Infernoid Plant Pile seems like a way better option. I don't know, I mean, it seems a lot more fun. I'm just kind of sick of Branded, so I'll say it's fun. And Tearlament is, like, still pretty strong, even with a lot of the cards, like, gone. Leela Rap, is that the... Yeah, it's the one that's not actually a card for them. That is good cyber support, though. I basically, you know the offers they have on from time to time? I haven't been spending much on other things, so I just splurged a little. Nothing else to it. Like, I haven't been spending much on anything else, so I just decided I'll treat myself. When the deals come around, I'll just get the gems. Because this challenge doesn't really give you your gems back. Like, being completely honest, there is no way you get, like, net positive for gems doing this. Unless you decide to grind the events, then you might be able to do it. But I just don't think it's realistic, really. There's usually a limit at 9. Oh, it's because, it's a limit of that many for, like, free gems. If you purchase, there isn't a limit, I don't think. So yeah, these are not free. But why? Because, like, if I get them while they're on offer, then, you know, it means that it's cheaper, and it means I don't have to worry about for, like, months. Because this challenge has ran out of gems a couple of times. Okay, 3 set cards. What can we do against 3 set cards? Not much, actually. We can normal summon. What if we just clear one of them? Just to see what it is. Oh, but why is there a limit for free gems? Because, you know, you can just, like, they sit in your inbox for a little while. Okay. I'm gonna normal summon now. Are you gonna burn me? Just annoying to open the inbox? Yeah, but they gotta do something to gatekeep you from your freebies. Cylinder. No. Just take 16. Alright, we'll set one. First game of Platinum, I have no idea what my opponent's doing. Seems normal. But the gems don't even disappear. Yeah, that's true. Destroy attack positions. Okay. Bye-bye. He lived a long time. Dark Room of Nightmare. Yeah, this is burn. But we might be able to do something. As it turns out, yes, we can do something. We can bring him back in a turn. We can set this, and we call it. We can tribute summon, we can bring that one back, and then do a synchro summon if we want. Which can give us Vorp Gate already. So, on, end phase, draw phase, time breaker. Do this. Bring back this. He comes back. Anything? Right, now what do we do? I want a normal summon time breaker. Okay. Battle. I don't want to have to share my deck. Believe me, I don't want other people to share your deck either. You and I are not so different. Special... We'll special out Necro. No, we'll special out Yazi. Because Yazi can't be targeted by card effects, which does come up versus Burn. And we get a banish of one card, so let's banish this one. Droplet. Okay, so you can negate the Yazi. It was imperm anyway. It's not a permanent, is it? Until the end of this turn. So yeah, it literally doesn't matter, it just comes back to 26. Just imagine Konami gave away a Valmonica deck for free. Yo, that'd be hype. I wouldn't have to craft any of them cards. What? I think they've given up. I don't know... I don't know what they were supposed to be doing, but they haven't done it. Free wins, we take those. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they gave away a deck for free. It'd be annoying if, like, I built the deck the previous week spending a bunch of gems on it. And then they just... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna look at that. Because all the broke new players... Brandalf. Yeah. Yeah, this is just... I don't know how you messed it up, but you messed up Burn. Are you playing this as a engine to make Verte? Is it that you, like, kind of, like, okay, I get it if you just made the deck, and then they released it as, like, you know, hey, here's the campaign code, you can all, like, just get it. That would be annoying. Firewall Guardian. Cyber stuff that we don't have. It's a plant monster. But, that's about where the good things end. In Kendog. We've got others, but I think that's our second copy, actually. So, as much as we have other tuners, maybe it's worth keeping in mind. And, yeah, nothing from the legacy tickets. So we have to default back to our master packs to see if we get anything cool. But we're in Platinum now. We get 2 whole packs per win. Right, let's see. Appliance card, useless. It requires Eldritch. We're not pulling Eldritch. That's probably not happening either. Formula Synchron. That's an interesting card. Like, we don't make it the easiest, but it is interesting. And if we do make it, currently it has 1000 attack instead. Attack level 4 or lower engraved. Special summon one monster from a hand with equal or lower. And equip it. That's a little bit of a weird one. Ever considered playing Magispector? I haven't really considered it, but I've got a good chunk of the cards in real life. I've got a good chunk of cards generally in real life. This is good. I don't know if it goes just straight in the deck, but it is really good. Ooh, another Unchained card. That's interesting. Let me just read that again. We've now got 4 Unchained cards. That's the only reason I'm looking at this. Oh. That's interesting. It gets us into the other guy even more consistently. Another Stigigel. I didn't know we had one already. Alright. Vanadium Prime Heart. Level 10 Light Synchro. But it requires lights as the other one. Always trying to find new members of the Bunbuku cult. Magispectors look adorable for the most part. I think they look really, like... It's a really simple Pendulum deck, and I kind of like it, but... I just haven't played it. Up to the number of tuners used for its Synchro Summon. We're only ever really using, 1. So that first effect isn't relevant. That second effect isn't relevant. The third effect isn't relevant. 3 for 3! Completely irrelevant, ultra rare. This and this are definitely the best pulls, because this means we have another Unchained card, and it even more consistently gets us to Abominable. I think you play this card in Vanadium. You do. We don't have Vanadium. Like, I can have a look, just for the sake of checking, because I have by no means a complete grasp on what I actually have. But, oh yeah, I can just do the related cards bit, can't I? Okay, we have 4 of the related cards. We have this, we have this one, this one. Reveal a Vanadium or Visas in hand, draw 2. This is on field or engraved, so that doesn't work. It exclusively works with this, which is already pretty awful for us. You can banish this card from grave, then target one monster you control, treat it as a tuner, but that's his own effect anyway. So that's not helping. I think this is probably the best of the cards that is available to us. Target a tuner or a synchro, special it, then if you special summon a light. We have 1, 2, 3 possible tuner monsters that could be in our graveyard in this deck. Yeah, this is the Masochist account. It is the challenge. We've been going for some time. We have some good pulls. You know, some very, very good pulls. But we've just not gotten anywhere with it. Like, Plat 4 is the highest we've got. Very nearly Plat 3. But, not quite. Although, we've got a lot more time this month, so maybe we can push it further if we understand what's needed from our deck. And if we just play consistently decently, you know? not making a whole load of misplays. I believe the message is still pinned, actually. But yeah, there should be a pinned message at the top of this that says that it's Masochist. Well, Torrential is an FTK. Yeah, it is pretty crazy that we have 2 Pyramid Turtles. We've got a lot of duplicate cards. Like, 2 of this, 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 3 of this. I think we actually have 4. Well, there goes the Torrential. Alright. Now what? It's Goblin Bikers! Let's go! I think I hard lose here. But, hey, it's cool. It's Goblin Bikers, get hype. Gone Wild. Special a Goblin. Which, in theory, should just be Doug. Or you have Doug in hand. There's Doug. Search for Goblin. You use that one, so it's the continuous or the quick play. Yeah, your continuous spell. Activate continuous, get another normal. Do you have another normal in hand? No. We're just, oh wait, is that game? Huh. I don't think so. The arrow... Yeah, if you click on the arrow, then that actually shows off the rest of the message. Right, well, yeah, that's also a very cool thing about Goblin Bikers. But, yeah, it should do. I'm, like, watching the stream on Twitch as well, just to make sure that it doesn't, like, cut out at any point. And if I click on that little arrow, it shows off the rest of the message. Oh well, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's not that important. Right, yeah, that is another thing Goblin Bikers can do. They can just actually OTK you if you don't do anything, I guess. Like this deck might. It's not often your opponent picks for you to go first. 60? 55, 15. Once per turn during your main phase, play 5. Special summon of Amp. I think we just do this. We chill. This is not the best thing in the world. Your opponent has lots of titles. Yes, yes they do. I'd be a little bit scared. They also have a 55 card deck and a 15 extra and the Fiendsmith, mate. And that is Pendulum. It could be Valence. It could also just be Pendulum, but it could be Valence. When your opponent activates monster effect, quick, yeah. Okay, there's Mythical Beastmaster Cerberus. It is, in fact, Pendibian. We could be severely, severely cooked. Although they've got this on the field, they've not got anything else just yet. Remove 3, special this, and 1 monster from your hand. No, I think they have it. Well, they've banished the removal. Is that permanent? It is permanent. Permanent banish temporary attack. I mean, that's half the game's lifespan. So, there's that. Currently, my big frustration with that kind of thing is that we can't get the expired dual pass rewards. Sure. Not sure what any of this does for you. Yeah. Like, the dual passes, I really, really want to be able to just... Okay, I'm just confused. Synchro monsters are affected by monster effects activated by your opponent. Okay. I need a normal summon. That's not a normal summon. Like... Sure, they might not kill us. But yeah, like, the dual pass rewards, I'd really like one of the backgrounds, but because it was time exclusive, can't get it. It'd be such an easy bit for them to just, make the dual pass rewards something you could buy at the shop. Like, can you imagine how simple that would be for them, and how, like, how many gems it'd make them? I know that the gems are not the currency thereafter, but if they deplete our gems, then that means that, you know, we have to either play the game more or get money for it. It would ruin the exclusivity. Yeah. However, some people just didn't, like, you know, as you're saying, some people just didn't play the game at that time. You know? Okay. So, Special Fenrir. That's a pretty solid start. So is my opponent's connection just cutting out. That is also technically a really good start. As far as the hand goes, it was actually pretty decent. Yeah. It sucks to miss out on the time exclusives. That's why I think it's like, that's why I think you should be able to get them after the fact. Like, long enough after the fact, but still afterward. I guess they just bricked. Because this smokes us any day of the week. But yeah, I guess here is further proof that this... oh wait, how many... we got 3, we can do that. This is further proof that 13,000 gems will be, like, depleted relatively quick. That's a nice card, but we don't really have an Xyz, we can make Xyz monsters, we can't make them that consistently. And again, it was from your first ever dual pass? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I gotta be honest, I do not care about, like, the exclusivity of it. Because, like, if it was just that, okay, you played the game during this time, maybe it's just that, you know, they release it in the shop and they just put it up at, like, you know, a much higher price. That's not being played, nor is that. Like, at the end of the day, if someone's just, like, unable to, if someone's, like, just, for technical reasons, unable to actually play when they would want to, like, I don't know, someone only plays on Switch, their Switch is broken, it can't be fixed for, like, 3 months, or, you know, they just can't afford to get it fixed for 3 months. That's another Cosmo. That's interesting. I don't know if we play it if we go back to Cosmo, but it is interesting. And this is okay, but it's not something we play just yet. But yeah, let's say someone can't afford to get their thing repaired for, like, you know, 3 months or so. And they just miss out on it. And, like, there's nothing they could do about that, and it's not particularly their fault. Like, I think event exclusive things are one thing, right? Like the World Championship qualifier, like, you know, sleeves, titles, and everything you get from those. But I think for things like the Duel Pass, that's just really, like, you know, unfortunate. Like, it's been 3 years of the game being out. If it isn't exclusive forever, I don't care about ever getting it. Oh god, we're against Primite Centurion. Well, we've got Anima Vortex, which probably doesn't clear it, but it's something. I mean, that is one attitude you can take to it, I get that. But I think at the same time, like, it just, I don't know. The thing is, at the end of the day, a lot of these, like, exclusive things are, like, archetypal cards, or archetypal backgrounds. Like, something like Baguska, something like Bonfire, those are generic. I know Bonfire is for, like, any Pyro deck, but, like, you know, those are generic. Baguska's a number monster, and it's not exactly, like, numbers a really convincing archetype. But something like the, what is it? Stuff like the Sky Striker bundle that was out recently, the alt arts for that, and, like, the mate, and, you know, the Arctic background, and, like, you know, various things like those. Those are archetype exclusive. Those are going to have new people come into them and, you know, just want the accessory, and they're not going to be able to have it because, like, they didn't know the game existed 5 years ago or something like that. What'd you make that with? Well, I can kill it by battle if I can get over it, but I don't think I'm getting over it. You know, let's save ourselves a couple minutes. We're not beating even Armor Master, let alone the rest of the stuff that Centurion can do. If we were playing good stuff, maybe we do have kaijus, but we're not playing good stuff, we're playing vampires. And we gotta give them their shot, we gotta give them their fair chance. So a couple duels. We only did about, like, 1 or 2 duels at the end of the last stream that we did. So that's why I'm sticking on it so long for this one. Even though it's not necessarily getting, you know, the results you want. Right, 60-15. We have got a decent hand. Yeah, I get what you mean. But the point, like, the point I'm trying to make is those are, like, archetype things. And if you just missed out on that, but, like, you know, Sky Striker's your favourite archetype, then it's just, like, rough. You can't have, like, all the Sky Striker bits and bobs. Sky Striker is, like, the worst example of it. I'm just, you know, for argument's sake. Set. Okay. Fusion summon a fusion monster. This feels like Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer. It has a quick effect. This is gonna be rough. I'm not sure what I can do to out DPE. Like, Crackdown forces him to use the effect, but it doesn't really do anything after that. Because they just pop the Crackdown. That's not DPE. What are you doing? Destroy it during the end phase, also you can't summon except Dark Heroes. That is a Dark Hero. And if you do Destiny Heroes control, it doesn't protect itself, so I am a little confused. They really aren't going to be doing anything into the Light Imprisoning Mirror. can say that. Are you making a 6? Is this... No, they're both warriors. Go for it. What are we doing? Okay, so you can draw him for turn, but he has a thing in the graveyard. You don't want to draw him for turn, right? I don't think you're quite playing it right. There's Cross Crusader, then what does Cross Crusader do? Target Destiny Hero and Grave spec it. Tribute to Destiny. If I buy or grind for something that's supposed to be a limited time offer, this is a promise and won't be available afterwards. No, okay, I get it from that point of view, but at the same time, this is also Konami. Like, they did the, they've done it with a couple of things. I'm really struggling to think about it, but, like, you know the... What's a really bad example, but one that they did? The plate cards, you know those little, like, gold and silver plated cards that you can get in those boxes? Get the skyscraper. I'm very confused. I don't know what they're doing. But there's also the factor of, like, am I supposed to sit through and play, like, the worst format simply because I want, like, an accessory? Am I supposed to grind through, you know, something that I truly hate to play just because they have this accessory and I'll miss it? Okay. That's weird. Yes, you are. Well, I think that's a dumb thing. I think we just let them hit this. It gets us a special summon from deck. I'll do that. And what do we want? We can get anything. Normal summoned, sent to the graveyard, another turtle. Normal summoned. When special summoned? Sure, we'll do when special summoned. We'll just say traps. You seem to have a good few of them. Favorite contact. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I'm not a fan of, like, that kind of an idea. Granted, I guess, in theory, that format would have to last for, like, nearly 3 full months. Jacobulin. Discard a zombie. Well, funny thing, these aren't zombies. What can I do? I can crack down this, link into the, link into this guy. From face-up field or grave. Okay. Oh, and then that does search me a zombie, which means I can put Jacobulin on the field. So yeah, let's try it. Let's try Crackdown. Steal this. Like, limited quantity, I think is, like, that should be, you know... You've grinded every festival I could take part in to the absolute limits on 2 accounts if those titles would be available at any point. I've wasted multiple hours of my life twice. I mean, that's understandable, but it's also just the risk you take. Like, at the end of the day, it's a corporation that doesn't really care about, like, average Joe. I'm not saying that's a good thing, I'm just saying, like, realistically, right? Like, they've done this time and again with, like, the actual, like, TCG ban list. They do a reprint so that, hey, guess what? The thing that you got that was, like, expensive, well, it's cheap now, right? And, yeah, so the thing becomes cheap, and then after that, they just, you know, hit it into oblivion on the ban list. Sometimes it's worse than there's a difference. I mean, yeah, there's a difference between, like, monetarily buying a deck that you're then going to play, which then you can no longer play, and investing, like, direct time into getting an accessory. But there also just isn't a difference. Regardless, you have invested the money, or you've invested money into it either way, really. Because it's your free time that you're investing into the accessory, and it's your actual, you know, time that you have to do something to be productive to earn money because capitalism for the other one. You can still see a difference between an old card and its reprint, that's the difference. Well, okay, so how about you do something different that, like, you know, from this point on, mates get, like, you know, a special finish when you get them from the Duel Pass, but then, like, you know, or backgrounds or what have you. But then you can buy them in the store without special finish. It's the same way that then, oh, you know, people who like the Royal Rare, they can get the Royal Rare, but people who don't care for it, they don't need it. That still works if I bring it back, so that just might be the play. I don't think they have, like, they have 3 face downs, but they didn't really do anything with their last turn, so I don't think we're under threat of anything. But yeah, you can still do the same sort of thing as you do with reprints. You can do it digitally. Like, they're playing good cards, but they're just, you know... Are you gonna send the Mass Hero, or are you gonna send one of those 2 face downs? That's not what you're supposed to do. You've used your normal summon. Okay, you negate Jacobulin. Congratulations. It just means that the Devouring Sarcophagus is still alive for if you hit over the Jacobulin. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in theory, you could, like... It is all digital, right? Which means that it's all stuff that they can keep track of per your account. Like, they know what you've got. They could, like... Yeah, either differentiate, like, all the stuff that's sold as a re-release as, like, retrain, or they could do something like, just enhance the finish of the ones you have. Right, now this guy cannot be destroyed by battle. So how do we out this? Special list in defense, it cannot be destroyed by battle. If special summoned, add a poly. Right, what do we do? We've got this. Can we get to a 2/5 zombie? I don't think we can. But we don't need to get to a 2/5 zombie. I need to start thinking a little bit better about that. Anyway, they're going to block the damage anyway, so we do that. They summon. They get their search. If this card is special summoned, we can negate that unless that's imperm. It's not imperm. So it is still indestructible by battle. We take that off. Don't need that one. It's main 2. Special the this one and this one. Put it here. Activate. Targeting. It really doesn't matter. It just needs to be someone. We'll put it in defense position for the sake of argument. And then we need to use you and banish. It doesn't really matter. We'll banish Sangan though. Change it to 1,000. And then we'll use the second effect to target this one. Destroy this. And it outs it. They're on nothing again. It's really... They are just drawing one card to keep them alive every time, but it's slightly frustrating. They've played this badly. And I'm being punished. For they will not quit. Okay, I have just, like, straight lethal if you don't do anything about it. So we're going to attempt to put more damage on board. But yeah, I wouldn't care if I could get, like, you know... Even if it just, like, had, you know, kind of almost, like, you see on some images, when you find them online, that they have, like, the sample text thing to protect, like, to basically protect the original artist. Like, I wouldn't mind having that kind of thing on, like, you know, some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or some, like, Yu-Gi-Oh accessories, rather. What do you have? Gotta go, hasta la pasta. Well, it's been nice having you in chat anyway. You have a good one. Take care of yourself. Yep, sure, just draw the other one. Go for it. At the very least... I mean, it might be light, it might not. That one's light, though. Which is a good consolation, as is that. That was 3 Destiny. No, it's 3 heroes, which makes Trinity. Trinity is a dark. Continue the attack, no. Main 2. Activate. Banish. I think we have to banish itself this time. No, we don't. Once again, we'll target this. Just, come on, quit. I keep putting monsters up. Can you not see that you've just kind of, you know, been backed into a corner? Sorry, chat. Apologies for if you... Oh, jeez, come on. Destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster. No, so we want to leave zombie monsters on the field. I forget if DPE targets, and there's a chance they don't even make DPE. They didn't the first time. It could be dangerous again for some reason. What are the odds? It's dystopia. I don't get it. Okay. Yeah, now what? Do you not have DPE? DPE isn't banned. It's right there. Okay, yeah, inflict the damage during your opponent's main phase. I don't think I want to do that. No, we're good. You can hit the Jackabulan if you want. I'll just zero this and take control of it. I'll still have lethal on board. So I got no idea what they're doing with it. Right. Become mine again. Theft. You've got to have, like, absolutely nothing. On your field. Mali. There's Mali. How many... is this at 2 or 3? They could have Mali. I don't know what that does for them, but, like... they could do it. You have 2 spell traps. I've got lethal on board again for the 4th turn in a row. I don't know. Finally. Just quit. 8 gems. All of that. 8 gems. They don't even have DPE. This is just hero mess. It's no wonder that took so long to close out. They were just making any play they had available to them. Anything at all. Right, we've got no legacy tickets because, yeah, who gets legacy packs from a drawn-out duel? One where you've had to put in effort and actually fight for it. Anyway, we get shiny, possibly shiny sparkle card. Oh, that one sparkled. Of course it's a double up of a card we don't really ever want to play. Riverstormer, that's good for the Earth Machines. This is also good for machines. It does kind of work against Clockwork Knight, but it isn't terrible. It's Reborn and it's 200 attack. And that's assuming that we're the only player on machines, I guess. And the thing is, it will check if the monster was machine when it was destroyed on the field, so it does sort of synergize with Clockwork Knight. If you gave me a Royal, I might have cared, but I don't think we have enough of the related cards. That is a hell of a card, but unfortunately we don't have any of that. Right, we get 1 more. We're in Platinum, so it's 2 per win. Right. More duplicates. Of course it's more duplicates. Magician's Rod for that Dark Magician we don't have. I've got this in real life, but it's never really been good to play. Type a spell trap in each banished spec, so going second it's possibly just an easier anima. Tribute target of fusion synchro link in either. Banish that special one with a different type. That doesn't seem worth it for us. I get why it hasn't seen play in TCG. So yeah, a good lot of double ups that don't do anything for the deck. Jeez, it's a hard time to try and get cards that we don't already have at the moment. It's not like we have half the cards in the game, we genuinely don't. It's our first one of those. We have Dark Magician support, just missing the man himself. Get out. And let's see, what were we looking at? This one. Okay, we have a number of Madolce. 4, 5, a 5. Tiramisu, nope. using a rank 4. Okay, but how do we get into the rank 4 if we're using the Dolce? Normal summoned, you can add a field spell. Okay. Flip face up target with Dolce. That is a 5. And what about the spell traps? With another Dolce. Nope. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 in addition to your normal summon set. So the theory is we'd need to open Salon and at least 1 Madolce. No, we'd have to open both of them. That is slightly unreasonable. Special any number from your hand. Target to affect monsters on the field. Like, the cards we have are good. It's just, we can't really get into them. What is the payoff? We get into this. And that can be used to make this immediately. Which, target Madolce shuffle. If it has Pudding Cess, we have Pudding Cess. Whenever Dolce cards in your graveyard are shuffled into main deck, you can detach 1 special Madolce from your deck. So the payoff is not particularly great for us because we're missing so much more of the archetype, long story short. And we can't make this because it needs 3 level 5s. And it requires Tiramisu, which is that one, which we don't have. So yeah, nothing changes. Deck goes on, and we need to try and get 3 wins to rank up. This probably isn't the deck to do that with, but once again, giving it its fair shot. And if we get to pick the coin toss, if we get to pick first or second, that probably helps. Although we've bricked a couple of times, so don't take anything for granted with it. Like now, this is technically a brick. This is a brick. We can't normal summon. Listen to that bop and field music the opponent has. If we get a normal summon next turn, sure, we can do something. Junk. Discard this. And a Synchron Tuner. Okay, that's fine. Add junk. When a monster is summoned. So I think we do just Torrential, like, right here. It's used their normal summon, it stops them from getting to Speeder. That's the theory. And it seems to be the practice as well. Right. So we can get rid of Junk Synchron. And they'll quit the... Synchron is very fragile. But the end boards it can put up are, something else entirely. So technically, like, if you just have 1 disruption, that can stop this entire thing. But the problem is, if you don't stop that, you've probably lost the game. Well, only need 2 more wins in a row, and look at that, we got a whole 4 legacy tickets from that one duel. Because we activated Torrential at the right time. Is this new? It is new. 2+ links. Draw cards equal to the number of World Chalice. That's not going to happen. Send 1 card from each player's field to the grave. It is removal. Non-targeting. Sending removal. We might be able to play this, but probably not in this deck. We have some Crusadia cards. Frog support. But we don't have enough of the frogs, and it's not like Flip-Flop is the best of them. And I don't think the rest of these are going to see any play whatsoever. Okay, so that means it's on to the Master Pack again. I know it's very slow, but the gems be depleted. So I am happy that I took advantage of deals. Chaos Seed, which is the original support? No. If you control both a light or dark, target a banished light or dark warrior, add it. This is new. This is Argostar stuff. They have been added in the most recent selection pack, and unfortunately, they aren't particularly great. It's warrior support and it's like continuous trap support in a way, but it's not amazing. This needs another continuous trap to be on the field before itself in the monster zone. So it requires a lot more setup than the other ones. We have one Visa Star Frost, but it's not worth it. Not at all. Okay, so Tri-type support. But that doesn't really do anything for us. Moonlight, speaking of much earlier. And Brother of the Fire Fist, you're telling me this is a duplicate? Of course it is. I managed to get 3 duplicates in that pack. We still don't have that many of the cards in the game. Get an ultra rare from this pack as well. We've really been treated nicely for like the quantity of ultras and supers. Quality is different. This is level 2 Fiend Tuner, so that's different. Don't think we have the Mythical Beast. That's a Gemini. This is a Nordic. And this is decent. But we need the rest of the cards. It's a rank 4. It is an expensive rank 4, though. Yeah, this is your old powerhouse. This is not anything that's really going to shake things up in Platinum, I don't think. None of it's royal, so we don't get anything extra. We can have a quick look at the collection just to take a gander. But I really don't think this changes anything. Like, we got 3 of this now. Sweet. Related cards, L-Swarm. If this card is in the graveyard, except if it was sent there this turn, you can normal summon an L-Swarm for a less tribute. During the turn this was normal summoned, you can normal summon an L-Swarm. So, 2 Catasta plus a rank 4, or plus another level 4, or 2 Catasta makes Bahamut. It's not a quick effect. This is just a regular trigger effect. Spell speed 1. That doesn't seem great. We are starting to get Fire Fist, but not enough to really play them. And Moonlight Tiger. We have some Lunar Lights. We even have one of the fusions. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls twice each this turn. I'm gonna have to look up how to play Lunar Light, aren't I? What do we have? Oh wait, they probably don't have their fusion effect. I don't think they can actually fusion summon. No. We can't currently fusion summon. It's a dark monster, but it's a beast warrior. Let's quickly take a look up at, like, fusion summon. because we don't have that many cards, surely. No. Chain Material still needs a card to actually activate to, you know, use it with. Trump Witch. Fusion summon a fusion from your extra deck using monsters you control. That's the pendulum effect. So it is a fusion spell of sorts. But it's not something we can search, I don't think. We need, like, actual fusion spells. Got 2 Alistair, no Invocation. That's a Trickstar fusion. Oh yeah, we have this. See, we have all these crazy ultra rares that we just can't use. That's Melodious. Ground Xeno. Fusion summon a dinosaur. Using monsters you control as fusion materials. It's just polymerization, kind of. Can't use the hand, but... Got Fusion Gate as well, which limits any recursion they might have. That requires a Metal Foe. They don't have tuners. And that takes out the flexibility of it, which is unfortunate. That's for a Light Warrior fusion. That's for specifically Dark Magician. Havness cannot summon it. This can't do it because it doesn't say, like, Lunar Light Yellow Tiger, for example. That doesn't work. This only summons dragons, including a dragon. So, no, that still doesn't work. That fusion summons dragons. We have some of it, just not the bits that are quite required for it. Like, it's very nearly there, but we just, like, we don't have Poly and we don't have, like, the Lunar Light fusion. Either of those would be a huge bonus, but we have neither of them. And he's got the new mate. I did deliberately play a little bit to get that new mate, because, hey, he looks cool. Citadel is a very cool card. Right. I believe it's summon set, right? If the sleeves are accurate, then Fenrir is not doing a whole lot. But they have seen Fenrir. And then realised I ended my turn. Maybe I should wait longer after summoning Fenrir. Maybe that'd do it. Or it's just their connection is slightly bad. But yeah, the sleeves appear to be accurate. What can I do with this? Not much, I imagine. Like, they play, like, just removal traps everywhere. You can special discard, but there is a problem. I can just banish this. It's not much, but it does get you off the field spell. And you know, want to know there are cards that don't target. Let's put it that way. But so, like, what if I just flipped this? Because the thing is, oh, I don't even have Transversa, right. Right. Okay, so Yeah, let's use our time. Let's set this. Flip this. I'm just going to declare an attack with it. It's a lot of damage. But I think it's possibly worth it. They can compulse it back to the hand with their in-archetype cards. But I'll take that chance. Anyway. It can't attack, it can't use its effects, they're relying on their face downs, which haven't currently done anything. We've got a... We got 2 cards to summon next turn, plus our normal summon, which means... Let's see. Also negate their effects, so we can actually use this next turn. Okay. Special summon. I guess wondering why they can't chain this. There goes Lovely. But Lovely shouldn't get that trigger, right? No. And presumably you're not gonna just activate the target, you know, thing, right? Like, surely not. And surely you do just hit the Fenrir. Yeah. As is correct. And yeah, now you use it. Get another one? Okay. Now the problem is this is a very heavy commitment, this guy. This gal. This lady. There's rollback, but you don't have anything to pair it with right now. I guess that doesn't matter. I think they do just kind of have it. Especially because the rollback actually allows them to just, rather that welcome just allows them to get one back, right? From your hand, deck, or grave, then return one once you control to the hand, yeah, which means this guy's work has been pointless. So what can we do? Special summon. Well, that's a bit rude, isn't it? Not that it's particularly conflicting with their deck so far, so that's a bit unfortunate, but... would be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. Specifically an opponent's card effect. Cool, let's just do it. I don't think it's particularly worth it, but I don't know what else I can really do. Unless I was supposed to wait for them. But the thing is... No, that'd be a new chain. Yeah, they're just going to return this. So I'm pretty sure they have it. But let's see what they summon. Let's see what they return. It is slightly better that I actually did manage to get rid of the field spell. Yeah, that one has its effects intact, and okay, sure. That will do it. You know, you're fine. You've got it. Because the sleeves were accurate. I went first, I did like the best thing I could have done, but not quite good enough. Which means we're now back at, what, 3 wins needed even? Right, let's go first. Again, rather lucky with these coin tosses. Which has helped out somewhat, methinks. And, okay, we've got a normal summon. We've got options. But I might just set one pass. Because this does, let's see, we have Magnum up, assuming they're on a light dark deck, which is a good chunk of the game. And that would include Life Twin. In fact, light, dark, dark, light. Yeah, I kind of like the odds with this. Half your cards are that attribute. The target to destroy is not. But that's okay. Because it does still... Well, it immobilizes a quarter of their deck, maybe. Does not immobilize Unchained in any way. Target a fiend or a face down, destroy it, and if you do, special this. Okay. Let's see. Except by card effect, you can special summon. Okay. Yeah, that works, it's fine. I believe banishing it from the graveyard doesn't work in this case. We're gonna try it, though. Oh, it's not that attribute. Yeah, that definitely doesn't stop it, then. Of course it's that one. They have a dark one. We pulled it earlier. They have a fire, they have a water, they have one dark. Then they have the blue boy. The blue doggo, that's also a dark. The big purple one, that's also a dark. We really hit, like... just one of the few. The Link 2 is a dark. The Link... I think the other Links are all dark. Yeah, we really hit, like, just the 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 monsters. This is okay. I swear it's fine. So... and destroy one card you control. Destroy this. Okay. I mean, in theory, it's just the Link. Well, I would have set the Link 3, but you set it to your field. So it's the Link 2. It's a Link 2. I'm sure they know exactly what they're doing, but I do not. I have no idea where this is going. As it so happens, they're probably outing my board, realistically. Yeah, they have their light monster effects again. There he is. And that just kind of makes game, right? Because they only need to make the length. No. No, they don't have game. But on the other hand, I don't have anything that saves me either. They have full Fiendsmith combo if they want. Yeah, you know, some duels you just aren't winning. That is apparently one of them. We interrupted them at a very poor time with the Magnum up. Yeah, there you go. Scott Fiendsmith. Everything plays Fiendsmith. Right, and we're back up to 4 wins. I will say I'm still more tired of Branded than Fiendsmith, but Fiendsmith definitely isn't far behind. It's just omnipresent. Okay, 42-12. Is it actually Sky Striker? I have no reason to believe it isn't. Except you're setting a card first. That's Dim Shifter. I mean, what if I'm not comboing off to infinity, you know? What if I just summon a 2200 beat stick and hit you in the face with it? Just saying. What if that was the play? Over a quarter of your life. And discard a zombie special. Yeah, that's not worth it because it's getting banished anyway. Break my board. 2200 beat stick plus torrential. Bet you can't. I got no idea what they're on. Could be flu. I can just banish their face down. Normal summon. Activate. There's Imperm. Apologies, chat. Right. Now this is a cost, which is the annoying bit. Okay, let's find out what it is. Ash Blossom. Yeah, we'll just call it a turn. I'm fine with this. This will become live again on the next turn, and if you're bricked that badly, you're on 42. I would say it is just flu. Can't be sure. They really are bricked, aren't they? You know, I can just target and banish it again. I can also just, let's see. Like, normal summon? Anything? No. Special summon. Big boy. Now that's 22 over, plus 14 for 36, so it's not lethal anyway. But let's do this. Oh, it's not max C. I can possibly get a draw too if they activate a spell trap. I'm not sure if they will, honestly. What are they on where they've just bricked this badly? I'm waiting. Do you have anything? At all? Because it doesn't seem like it. No. No, you don't. They could not beat the persistent battle damage. It's Exosister. So, unironically, we cooked this deck alive anyway, because we just had the, we had the Light Imprisoning Mirror face down. So they had lost before they knew it. And they'd realised that pretty soon, I think. Well, for as much of a non-game that was, 2 packs. It could contain just about anything. Like new cards even, apparently. Snipe Hunter's not bad. I don't think we're quite at the point where we're just playing Snipe Hunter because Snipe Hunter. But, and yeah, that's a duplicate of a super rare. It'll happen. I'm sure we've got other super rare duplicates at this point, but it's just, you know. I'm still surprised by the fact that we've got duplicates of this many cards, you know? Oh, that's good for the dragons. That's really good for the dragons. Oh, I didn't mean to do it. Anyway. If this card is special summoned, target monster your opponent controls, return it to the hand. If destroyed by battle or card effect, target monster your opponent controls, return... I'll target a card. As the difference. It's a vassal, and it's a level 3 tuner. But I don't think any of those make a difference. If a monster you control is tributed, special this from hand. And we don't have enough of the rest of the plants, so I think the rest of the... Oh, that's neat. We've got some of the relateds, like we've got this guy, and I'm pretty sure we've got Grinnell. And I don't know what we have in terms of Emperors. And what do we have next? Rainbow. I think that's our second one. Looks like it. Black Dragon's Chick, but we don't have Red Eyes. And then Mansion of the Dreadful Dolls. We definitely don't have Gimmick Puppets. We can have a look, though. Oh yeah, and just for the sake of argument, 8,606. I'm sorry, chat. 8,666. Display our cards only, and it doesn't actually show how many we have. Okay. Still, I mean, it proves the point well enough if I just go into our collection and show that off that we have 2 of the Tenpai Synchro 10, right? Like, we have 2 of that thing. We can't do anything with 2 of that. We can barely even... We can't really even use the 1 of it. Bro, hurry the fuck up. Well, I'll try. Not a very polite way to get to, you know, to greet your opponent. Are you on, like, massive pile deck? Is it grass? You want me to hurry to fuck up? Set 1. How's that? Good. Good. There we go. Okay. He isn't going to max C me for setting a card. What is he going to do? He's got 50. It's 60 card deck, 6 cards in hand, 15 extra. So properly constructed, but what are you going to do with it? Are you going to brick? Or are you going to sit there? As your own username says. And it's Horus. Yay, Horus. I think we just don't have it, like, at all. The whole point is our monster is Marshmallow. The whole point of Horus is that they can just ignore one monster per battle phase. Sure. That's not what I expected. Millennium Horus. Okay. It's not unheard of. It's not unreasonable. But what about, like, surely you'd sent, like, you want more Horus monsters in the graveyard. Advantage of Horus is you can just get a rank 8 on board in, like, what, 2-3 card activations. 3 card activations, 3 summons. So, yeah, go and do the non-Horus thing, sure. I guess you can still get, like, Monster Negate out in 2. Well, out on your 3rd summon. It's just, are you using the Horus for it? I'd assume not, then. You ain't playing fast, I tell you that. I have one set monster. Are you telling me you can't out it? Also, you cannot summon for the rest of the turn. Okay. So what's the plan? You just kind of, like, hit me for 6,000? Is that the idea? Because I ain't gonna help you. Especially if you just run into the face down with it. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, sure. I played fast and he just couldn't cope. He couldn't cope with the speed at which I set V-Jam. Yeah, like... What are you really contemplating? You activated the card. Except Exodia monster cards whose original level is 10 or higher, and Millennium monster cards also you can't summon. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. But we'll take it. We didn't do anything for it, but we'll take it. And given the amount of time we've been here, I know we were doing an update for a good chunk of it, but I think that will be the last stall. Which means we made it into Platinum. We got ourselves a Floodgate if we can summon it. We grew by level 10. Like, really cool card art. But, oh, look at this little guy. It's so cool. But it's just so bad. Need a spell and everything. Search is in end phase. It's not necessarily bad, but the reason ours is good is it can do it on the opponent's turn. Fairy support. but we have to control a level 1 special fairy from hand. That doesn't seem worth it. Not the worst instant, ready fusion target. Prana Army. Mass Dragon is okay. It's not the best, but it'll do. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, target banish elemental hero special weather. And yeah, okay. So none of those are going in. And I need to buy the actual master packs. Let's do that. Why we're actually, you know, here in the shop really in the first place. What do we have? One. Is that a Koeki? It's a Koeki Mirror card. Sure. TG support. All TG monsters on the field become machines, because I guess they aren't all of them anyway. They're like enhanced monsters. You get you get an extra normal summon of a TG, and you can search the TG by destroying one in hand or field. It's a hell of a support card for the archetype. Unfortunately, we're not really playing the archetype. And this is good if we can get it out. During the main phase, quick effect target another monster on the field, equip it, take control. So yeah, it's kind of like Snatch Seal, but we've got to make it, and that's the issue. Wait. That's a neat card. If we do ever play Pendulum Slop, this probably just goes in. What was I going to look at? This one. That's really good. But we don't have spirits. What we do have is another pack to open. And it has no shiny shinies, but it does have Sunlit Sentinel, who's really cool. He needs to be just destroyed. Does not need to be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. So if we can destroy him on our turn, or if the opponent destroys them on their turn, this still works. King Scarlet, that's Red Dragon Archfiend support, so that doesn't work. No. Definitely not. Yeah, it's a Raid Raptor. You target Raid Raptor you control, add one with a different name. Yeah, we don't have enough of the combo pile to really make use of it. By sending Ace, you can special it from hand or deck by sending a face-up Spellcaster and face-up level 4 lower Earth. And then it looks like we can get back the level 4 or lower Earth. But, for what, really? I guess in theory we could use it as, like, a way to get to a Synchro. But, I don't think it's worth it. Just, like, not at all, really. I think with that, that will call it a stream. We've just nudged ourselves over the 3-hour mark. And, yeah, it's starting to get late. I still need sleep and all that. So, apologies for the slightly infrequent schedule as of late, but hoping to stick to it and just kind of get back into it properly soon. And yeah, I hope you guys have all enjoyed. My name is Cat Monarch, and I look forward to catching you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.